In the last video, we have studied the proof of D'Alembert's ratio test. D'Alembert's ratio test. What does test is? Suppose sigma un is a positive term series, then if limit un plus 1 by un, n tends to infinity is L, then if L greater than 1, L greater than 1, sigma un converges. Am I right? L less than 1 diverges. Or if L less than 1 converges, greater than 1 diverges. Correct? 1 minute. L less than 1 converges, greater than 1 diverges, L equal to 1, test fails. Test fails. This is D'Alembert's ratio test. We have studied proof of this also. Un plus 1 upon un, n tends to infinity is L, where sigma un is positive term series. Then sigma un converges L less than 1, diverges with L greater than 1, and test fails when L is equal to 1. And also I solved two problems on this. Third one is, take this. Discuss the convergence of sigma r raised to n by 3 raised to n square. Discuss the convergence of. This is the third problem. Sigma r raised to n by 3 raised to n square, where r is greater than 0. It is a positive term series, r is greater than 0. Now I explain how to apply this D'Alembert's ratio test. For this type of problems, which involves n factorial and some powers of n, we apply ratio test here. Let un is r raised to n by 3 raised to n square. Un plus 1 is r raised to n plus 1 by 3 raised to n plus 1 n plus 1 whole square. Therefore, un plus 1 upon un is, take un plus 1 upon un, r raised to n plus 1, 3 raised to n plus 1, n plus 1 whole square, 3 raised to n square by r raised to n. Un plus 1 upon un. It is therefore r upon 3, r raised to n cancels, 3 raised to n cancels, r upon 3, n by n plus 1 whole square. This is un plus 1 by un. But we have to find out limit as n tends to infinity. Limit of this as n tends to infinity. Therefore, limit un plus 1 by un, n tends to infinity is limit n tends to infinity of r by 3, n by n plus 1 whole square. And the convergence depends on the value of this limit. And you know that if L less than 1 converges, greater than 1 diverges, greater than L greater than 1 diverges, test fails when n is equal to L is equal to 1. Limit is equal to 1. N tends to infinity, r by 3, 1 divided by 1 plus 1 upon n whole square. How to take limit n tends to infinity always? We take limit n tends to infinity such a way that as n tends to infinity, 1 upon n tends to 0. So it is r by 3 into 1. So r by 3. Therefore, if r by 3 is less than 1, sigma un converges. Limit is L is r by 3 now. What does the ratio test says? If L is that limit is less than 1, converges. R by 3 less than 1 converges. That is, r is less than 3, series converges. R is less than 3. Suppose r by 3 is greater than 1, sigma un diverges. That is, r is greater than 3, diverges. Here converges. R, that is, r is less than 3 converges r is greater than 3 diverges if r is equal to 3. If r is equal to 3, see then what happens? When r is equal to 3, test fails, because when r is 3, limit un plus 1 by un, n tends to infinity becomes 1, because substitute r is 3 here, 1. This ratio test fails. Then when r is 3, un is, what is un? Un is, r is 3, un is 3 by r is 3. Okay, 3 raised to n divided by 3 raised to n into n square. See un, what is un? R raised to n by 3 raised to n square. Therefore, when r is 3, it is 1 upon n square. Therefore, sigma un is sigma 1 upon n square and converges. Why it converges? Because sigma 1 upon n raised to p greater than 1 converges. That is called auxiliary series or p series. So, conclusion is here. When r is 3, then also it converges. Therefore, sigma un converges if r is less than or equal to 3 and diverges if r is greater than 3. Less than or equal to 3 converges, greater than 3 diverges. See, this application of D'Alembert's ratio test is, it is simple. Only you have to find out un plus 1 by un, n tends to infinity, that limit. And convergence or divergence is based on that limit. Next, fourth one, sigma n square by n factorial. Test the convergence of this. Let un is n square by n factorial. Therefore, un plus 1 is n plus 1 whole square by n plus 1 factorial. Then un plus 1 upon un. You have to take un plus 1 upon un is n plus 1 whole square by n plus 1 factorial into n factorial by n square. So it is 1 upon n plus 1, because what is n factorial by n plus 1 factorial? N plus 1. N plus 1 whole square upon n square. So it is n plus 1 upon n square. Correct? N plus 1 upon n square. Am I correct here? N plus 1 whole square by n plus 1 factorial into n factorial by n square. N plus 1 by n square. So, limit n tends to infinity of un plus 1 by un is limit n tends to infinity of n plus 1 by n square. What is the problem? N square by n factorial. So, this is, what is the limit? N tends to infinity 1 upon n, 1 by n square. So it is 0, means less than 1. Less than 1. So what is the conclusion? Less than 1 converges. Less than 1 converges. Therefore the given series converges. This series converges. Next, fifth one is limit x raised to n by n, x is greater than 0. You follow the previous problem? Solution was like that. It converges because it is less than, what is the D'Alembert's ratio test? Sigma un is L. Then if L less than 1 converges, greater than 1 diverges, test fails when L is 1. Less than 1 therefore converges. Now x raised to n by n, where x is greater than 0. Take un is, suppose un is x raised to n by n. Un plus 1 is x raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1. Therefore un plus 1 by un is x raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1, x is greater than 0 here, into n by x raised to n. Therefore it is x into n by n plus 1. X raised to n plus 1, x raised to n. 1 x remains here. X into n by n plus 1. So you have to take limit. Therefore, limit un plus 1 by un, n tends to infinity is limit n tends to infinity x into n by n plus 1. Limit n tends to infinity x into 1 divided by 1 plus 1 upon n, it is x. What is given here? X is greater than 0. It is only given x is positive here. Now, the convergence or divergence depends on this x now. By D'Alembert's ratio test, if x is less than 1, sigma un converges. X greater than 1, sigma un diverges. If x is equal to 1, test fails. Now if x is equal to 1, un is 1 upon n. Correct? Un is 1 upon n. Because substitute x is 1 here. X is 1. Limit is, un is 1 upon n. Therefore, sigma un diverges. Because this p series, sigma 1 upon n raised to p, this auxiliary series converges if p greater than 1, diverges if p less than or equal to 1. Second case, p equal to 1, diverges. Therefore, sigma un converges, conclusion, if x is less than 1, and diverges if x is greater than or equal to 1, and diverges if x is greater than or equal to 1. I think the procedure is clear to all of you. Problems are of same type here. Sometimes the un may not be given. You have to find out un. See, that is next problem is of that type. Discuss the convergence of the series 1 upon 2 root 1 x square by 3 root 2 plus x raised to 4 by 4 root 3 plus x raised to 6 by 5 root 4 plus so on. Discuss the convergence of this series. See here, series is not given in terms of sigma un. If sigma un is given, then un is known and the problem will be somewhat easy. But here, sigma un you have to find out, or un you have to find out. Here, un is, you have to generalize. 1 means x raised to 0, 2, 4, 6, etc. Therefore, x raised to 2n minus 2. And it is n plus 1 root n. Correct? N plus 1 root n. Problem was simple. By directly generalizing, we have obtained n term here, un. X raised to 1, x raised to 0, 2, 4, 6, therefore 2n minus 2. And denominator n plus 1, n plus 1 root n. Therefore, un plus 1 is, we apply D'Alembert's ratio test here. What is ratio test? It is simply called ratio test. Un plus 1 by un, you have to find out. Un plus 1 is x raised to 2n upon n plus 2 into root n plus 1. Correct? Root n plus 1. 2 into n plus 1. 2n plus 2 minus 2 cancels. N plus 2 root n plus 1. Therefore, un plus 1 by un, this you have to find out. It is, what is un plus 1? X raised to 2n, n plus 2 root n plus 1 into n plus 1 root n divided by x raised to 2n minus 2. This is un plus 1 by un. So it is x square because theory of indices, x raised to 2n upon x raised to 2n minus 2 x square into n plus 1 by n plus 2 root of n divided by n plus 1. Now we have to calculate limit. Limit n tends to infinity of un plus 1 by un is limit n tends to infinity x square n plus 1 root n plus 2 root n plus 1. How do you evaluate the limit? See, remember always while evaluating limit as n tends to infinity, we divide numerator denominator by highest degree term in n, and further we take as n tends to infinity 1 upon n square etc. becomes 0. So it is limit n tends to infinity of x square into what is the highest degree term in n? N into root n. So 1 plus 1 upon n 1 plus 2 by n into root of 1 plus 1 upon n. It is therefore x square. Dividing numerator denominator by n into root n. So we get 1 upon n is 0, 2 by n is 0, 1 by n is 0. So it is x square. Therefore by D'Alembert's ratio test, sigma un converges if x square is less than 1 and diverges if x square is greater than 1. X square is greater than 1. When x square is 1, test fails. When x square is 1, test fails. D'Alembert's test fails. Means we cannot have any conclusion when x square is 1. But when x square is 1, un is, what is un? Un is x raised to 2n minus 2 by n plus 1 root n. This is un. When x square is 1, un is, we write this as x square raised to n minus 1 divided by n plus 1 into root n, correct? Root n. When x square is 1, 1 upon n plus 1 into root n. This is un. 1 upon n plus 1 into root n. Now, we use here practical comparison test. Therefore, let Bn is 1 upon n raised to 3 by 2. Then limit un by Bn, n tends to infinity is limit n tends to infinity 1 upon root n plus 1 into 1 upon Bn is or upon Bn is n root n. Therefore, this cancels. Limit n tends to infinity n divided by n plus 1. It is limit n tends to infinity 1 divided by 1 plus 1 by n is 1. Now I have used here practical comparison test. Un is 1 upon n plus 1 root n. I solved some good examples on practical comparison test. You go through that one. Limit an by bn. Instead of n we have un here. Limit un by bn is finite and not 0. Then what does comparison test says? Comparison test 2. Then sigma un and sigma bn are alike. By comparison test, it is called practical comparison test. Comparison test. Sigma un and sigma bn are alike. Either both converge or both do not converge. But sigma bn is sigma 1 upon n raised to 3 by 2 converges. Why it converges? Because p is equal to 3 by 2 greater than 1. If you give this reason, it is sufficient. Because it is a auxiliary series 1 upon n raised to p. It is called auxiliary series, p series test. Sigma 1 upon n raised to p converges if p greater than 1. 3 by 2 greater than 1, therefore converges. Therefore sigma un converges. Now what is the conclusion? Conclusion is, therefore what happened? In the we have obtained x square less than 1 converges, x square is equal to 1 also converges. Therefore series sigma un converges if x square is less than or equal to 1, diverges if x square is greater than 1. These are the examples where we have to apply D'Alembert's ratio test. We can easily apply this D'Alembert's ratio test. Similarly, test the convergence of sigma root n by root n square plus 1 into x raised to n, x greater than 0. Sigma n by n square plus 1 x raised to n where x greater than 0. These two are exactly similar to the previous one, so I leave this as exercise. Then sigma 2 by 1 square into x, 3 square by 2 cube into x square, 4 cube by 3 raised to 4 into x cube, plus so on. Test the convergence of this. Now I leave these two as exercise. See this one here, it is given not sigma, it is test the convergence of this. Series is given like this. It is not given in terms of sigma un. If it is given in terms of sigma un, then one step is saved. What is that? So find out un. In this case it is un, this is un. But un you have to write down first. Here un is n plus 1 upon, what is this, 2 by 1 square, 3 square by 2 cube, 4 cube by 3 raised to 4, etc. 2 raised to 1 we can take, correct? 2 raised to 1. 2 raised to 1, 3 square, 4 cube, etc. Therefore, n plus 1 raised to n. Correct? N plus 1 raised to n. See the numerator. 2 raised to 1, but starts with 2, therefore n plus 1. 2 raised to, first term is 2, n plus, therefore second term 3, third term is 4 means, nth term is n plus 1 here. N plus 1 raised to n, because 1, 2, 3, etc. divided by n square or n raised to n plus 1 it is. N raised to n plus 1 into x raised to n. N plus 1 raised to n, n raised to n plus 1, x raised to n. This is un. See here one additional thing was required in this problem. One additional thing, what was that? We have obtained un. What is the nth term? That is important. Therefore, what is un plus 1? We apply again ratio test here. Un plus 1 is n plus 2 raised to n plus 1, n plus 1 raised to n plus 2 into x raised to n plus 1. Therefore, un plus 1 by un is n plus 2 raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 raised to n plus 2 x raised to n plus 1 into upon un is same as into n raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1 raised to n into x raised to n. Correct? Divided by this means multiply by n raised to n plus 1 upon this. Therefore, x raised to n plus 1 upon x raised to n, it is x, n plus 2 raised to n plus 1, n raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 raised to 2n plus 2. Is it correct? Simplify n plus 2 raised to n plus 1, n plus 1 raised to n plus 2, x raised to n plus 1 n plus 2 n plus 1, but here n plus 1 minute, n plus 2 raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 raised to n plus 2 x raised to n plus 1 into n raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1 raised to n into x raised to n upon un plus 1 upon un. Yes, therefore you have to take limit now. How to take the limit? N plus 1, 2n plus 2, okay, 2n plus 2. Therefore limit n tends to infinity of un plus 1 by un is limit n tends to infinity of x. What is the highest degree term in n here? It is n raised to n plus 1, n plus 1, 2n plus 2. So we divide numerator denominator by n raised to 2n plus 2. Then what do you get? N raised to n plus 1 we divide here, n raised to n plus 1. It is n raised to n plus 1 into n raised to n plus 1. We divide by n raised to n plus 1. Sorry, n raised to 2n plus 2 is same as n raised to n plus 1 into n raised to n plus 1. So by dividing numerator denominator by this, numerator denominator by this, what do you get? It is n plus 2 by n raised to n plus 1, because this n raised to n plus 1 cancels, divided by n plus 1 by n raised to 2n plus 2. I think you followed this one. You have to divide numerator divided by n raised to n plus 1 into n raised to n plus 1. In the numerator it cancels, so we get n plus 2 by n raised to n plus 1. 1 n raised to n plus 1 remains. Denominator both n raised to 2n plus 2 remains. It is limit n tends to infinity x into, how to take the limit? To take this limit, it is n plus 2, or I write this as 1 plus 2 by n raised to n plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 upon n raised to 2n plus 2. 2n plus 2. Therefore, it is limit n tends to infinity x into 1 plus 2 by n raised to n into 1 plus 2 by n divided by 1 plus 1 upon n raised to 2n into 1 plus 1 upon n square. You have to use standard limit here. It is therefore x tends to infinity, sorry, n tends to infinity x into 1 plus 2 by n raised to n by 2 its square. Because we have taken n by 2 here, so it's a square. 1 plus 2 by n divided by 1 plus 1 upon n raised to n square into 1 plus 1 upon n square. Therefore, x, what is 1 plus 2 by n raised to n by 2? E it is. Therefore, e square into 1 divided by, this is also e square into 1. It is equal to x. Because as n tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 upon n raised to n becomes e square. 1 plus 2 by n raised to n by 2 becomes also e square. So it is x. Now therefore it depends on x now. What is this? Un plus 1 by un. Okay. Now it depends on x. By D'Alembert's ratio test, if x less than 1, sigma un converges. X greater than 1, sigma un diverges. X is equal to 1, test fails. But when x is 1, what happens to un? We have to find out again. We have to go through that un. Say this is x less than 1 converges, greater than 1 diverges. If x is equal to 1, un is n plus 1 raised to n upon n raised to n plus 1. X is 1. Now we apply comparison test, practical comparison test. Let Bn is 1 upon n. Then Un by Bn is, we apply practical comparison test here. How to choose Bn? It is 1 upon n raised to p. 1 upon n raised to p. What is p? Degree of denominator minus numerator. N plus 1 minus n, therefore 1 upon n. Un by Bn is, it is n plus 1 raised to n upon n raised to n plus 1 into n divided by n. 1 by n means into n. So it is limit un by bn. Next step, n tends to infinity. We are applying comparison test here. It is divided by highest degree term in n raised to n plus 1. We divide numerator denominator by n raised to n plus 1. We get 1 plus 1 upon n divided by 1. It is 1. Followed the limit is correct. We verify again. N plus 1, n raised to n plus 1 means 1 n cancels here. We have to divide by n. Okay, it is correct. Which is finite and not 0. What is comparison test? Which is finite and not equal to 0. So sigma un, sigma bn are alike. Sigma un, sigma bn are alike. But sigma bn, by comparison test, sigma un, sigma bn behave alike. But sigma bn is sigma 1 upon n diverges. Why it diverges? Because p is equal to 1. Therefore, sigma un converges if x is diverges if x is 1. Therefore, conclusion is sigma un converges only when x less than 1 and diverges x is greater than or equal to 1. This is how you can apply D'Alembert's ratio test. Next is, it is Rabi's test. I continue that.